Got Budweiser and BXB are most likely the ones we're going to be going over, which is going to be High Masters Reinhardt and Bronze Doomfist. So we get quite the variation. This is going to be fun. We're going to go from Masters to Bronze, Reinhardt to Doom. Two big burly heroes and from completely different ranks. So this is going to be really exciting. I haven't reviewed a Bronze VOD in a long time. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a, I forget what his name was. He had a very memorable name. He used to hang around the Jane and IO6 Discords as well. And he was a Bronze Bastion player. And I remember reviewing him. And he was like this really, he had like literally no game sense whatsoever. But his mechanics are really good. Like plat level mechanics. It was bizarre. It was like his aim was really good, but he put in zero brain into his play at all. Actually, I know where I can find him because Jane in Colorblind reviewed him on stream. This is it. This is him. I coach this kid.
My name is I'm colorblind. I play like
Lord Demo Medic. Do you guys remember that name? Do you remember that name? I coached this guy. And I don't know where he is or what he's doing now. But I coached that gentleman a long time ago. And yeah, that was interesting. So anyway, hope everyone's doing all right today. I am finishing up some trials. Hopefully have a new team to announce by next weekend. Probably playing Valorant. Yeah, good riddance. No, I'm kidding. Probably going to have a new team announced by next weekend. So finishing some of that stuff up. So that should be fun. Best of luck with trials, man. Appreciate it. Trials are going very well. I'm very, very confident in how trials have gone so far. And it's actually a good thing. I obviously can't go into details, but like I'm having a hard time with trials in a good way because I don't know which team I like better. I'm having to like seriously like sit here and chow it out with my wife because I just do not know. I don't know who I want to go for. I don't know what the deal is. So that's been kind of hang on one second. I'm paranoid. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're good. Okay, for a second I thought I screwed up the scheduling thing, and I'm like, no, but we're good. We're good. I screwed up a scheduling with a trial today. I thought the trial was this morning, but it was tomorrow. So that was awkward. Thanks. Announcing move to Pro Minecraft. Yes, exactly. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get rolling. Budweiser, 4.9k or 3.9k, 4.9k, 4.9k Reinhardt. Wow, this guy is insane. Description: I get carry shattered and shattered shields. Okay, I'm gonna struggle to climb back to the GM since being a roll queue boosted horse warlord. Please help. And a really sad face. I will do my best, Budweiser. 4.9k. Honestly, this game is easy. Agreed. My Epic Pen is freaking out because it's Overwatch again. I forget that I can't. Epic Pen really just hates other programs. It has a really, really burning hatred for other programs. Can always improve. Yes, you can always improve. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna put on my headphones. I'm just that bad. If Spilo pulls this off, we should call him Ann Sullivan. What the heck are you talking about? Ann Sullivan? Ann Sullivan? Oh, I get it. Helen Keller's instructor. Wonderful. Okay. Very, very amusing. Okay. Can your Sigma be next, please? Did you even submit a VOD? No, your Sigma can't be because I don't see a VOD submitted and BXB is next. Okay. So Reinhardt in this current meta isn't great. He's not bad. Again, he's one of the heroes that's not necessarily bad right now. Like his rework with his shield and movement speed was really good. It allows him to move close distances way easier. Like 400 shield is nothing. That is absolute nothing compared to the movement speed he got. The only thing that I think was bad about Reinhardt right now is his shatter. The Shurf I say, they nerfed his shatter. So it's really hard to get consistent kills. Basically, it's like you have the stun is tiny. So that's the only real thing. He's not super meta right now because of higher damage heroes that have come into the game, and Brawl being a little bit weaker. So the problem, my problem with Reinhardt is I always associate Reinhardt with Mei and like Reaper, and it makes me nauseous because I hate Mei and Reaper. I do not like coaching metas with Mei and Reaper. They're very boring to watch and they're very boring to coach. So, read your. Don't worry about it, Dolos. I just can't do it today, unfortunately. And so he's just not. He's gonna fall into the meta because he's just not as strong as some of the other, as good at combining with the other DPS heroes. But he's fine, and obviously he's good in this map as well. So looking at your composition right now, you're running Ryan Zarya, Kree Soldier on a Zen. So you would describe, or I would describe, your composition as being more spam oriented. You always look at your your tanks first, then your DPS, then your support. So your DPS. Your Ryan Zarya is a pretty greedy version of Ryan. Not greedy, but it can be aggressive. It can also be slow. It's not like you have to go all in right from the get-go. Kree Soldier, not super high spam, but decent spam, decent shield pressure, decent angle control. And then obviously on a Zen, these are the real glass cannons of your composition. So you're going to want to be aware that those guys could and can be threatened. So when your Ana Zen are dealing with crap, you need to play slow because they can't heal you if they're peeling each other. Remember, your Ana has to babysit you and your Zen at the same time. So if anybody's under a lot of pressure, you're not going to get healing. It's just not going to happen. So be aware of that. Okay? So we look at the enemy composition, and it is unquestionably going to be your goal to try and play it a little bit slower. Go in the bubble trades, take space. If you see an advantage, in other words, they've just used nade, they're low HP, you have much more shield than they do, then you should push it, right? Like even a spam comp pushes a dive comp when they have cooldowns, a dive comp doesn't. But you early on, very early in the fight, very rare that you'll be pressing just rabid pressing of W. I will, Seth, just I'm busy right now. Okay, so I take that as a bubble charge, so you're good, right to not go in. You're gonna get rid of the Genji as well. Could have been a slightly better bubble timing. What I would do is I'd put priority, and I always say this in my Reinhardt and Zarya VODs whenever they're combined, is take responsibility for calling bubbles. So if your Zarya is in voice and you are in voice as well, don't assume that she's going to bubble you at the right time. Take responsibility for it. It's okay, Seth. Basically, you either say, hey, do you want to call bubbles? Do you want me to? I can do it right now if you want me to. And you come, there needs to be an answer. So right now, while this is not a bad bubble swing, let me go back a little bit. It's not a good one either, as you can see right here. Right now, we're not fully aggressing as much as we could be. Actually, I need to go back a little further. So, right, fire strike, shield, bubble. This is what we want to avoid. Now, you immediately drop shield and start swinging, so well done. But remember, this is not about reaction time. It's about setting it up so that you never, ever have to react to a bubble. You always know when it's coming, at least on the first set here. So get that communication sorted out. Nice. So now this is an advantage you want to push. So check your backline and then push. Now that Genji just pressed dash, so I do not want you to go in. They peel the Genji, they deal with the Genji, then you push. So one thing I will say, and I'm going to back off so we don't have incessant beeping, is what is something that you need to keep in, like when do you need to do like these backline checks? When do you actually as a Reinhardt have to kind of be aware of what's happening to your backline? Look at the enemy composition. Before going in, yes, but also look at compositional picks as well. In chat, you guys can answer this as well. Like, what does the enemy have that you don't have? Yeah, dive heroes are present. Exactly. Genji, Tracer, Sombras, things like that. Because if you think about it, when are dive heroes going to be doing something? They're going to be doing something when you go in. So what you can do is you can almost start to push. Oh, shoot, Genji just dashed backline. I'm going to play slow, help my team peel off the Genji, and then I'm going to push. Even if you don't kill the Genji and the Genji leaves, the Genji can't re-engage as fast as you can. Right? Because you backing off means that they can't break shield, they can't shoot you, they've got nothing to shoot, you peel Genji, and then you push, Genji's used dash, Genji's used deflect, Genji needs to be healed, and then now you're pressing W. So this is the same with Tracer, same with Sombra. Like right now, this is when Sombra's going to start harassing your backline. This is when Tracer's going to be blinking in, if they're good. if they're good, right? I need to update bot. Hang on. There you go. So you need to be aware of this. So I think you pressing W right here is normally fine, but do you see the problem on your screen right now? Do you see the problem? This is extremely important. You weren't aware, exactly. And it's not so much as like, oh, I couldn't hear, or I'm not very good at I'm not good at awareness. Awareness in Overwatch is a skill that needs to be trained like anything else. But a good way to train it is to know what you're looking for. When you see that there's a Genji in the enemy composition, you know what he's gonna do. He might not always go backline, but that's always a threat. So if you see Genji double jumping up here, right? Do you need to check your backline? Yes, Lucky. If you see the Genji double jumping up here, you don't need to check your backline because you see him. You know where he is. You know that your backline can just press W safely and help you out, right? But right now, he's on backline. You don't see him. You need to assume that he's doing something. This is concerning because there's nothing wrong with you pressing S, going to this corner. Now, don't stand there and hold shield. Parallels, thinking of the fall. There's nothing wrong with just going to the corner and hiding, but there is a problem with you pushing. It's not a whole lot to say here. Like you got your pick early. Overall, you play this fight relatively well. But remember, even in one fights, there are errors that you can spot that will cost you fights in the future. You know. Okay, so we're pushing up pretty far. This is okay. I just don't want you to use a lot of shield before the fight starts. So like, you know, just make sure there's nothing wrong with like getting your Zarya positioning. This is a little too greedy, honestly, from your Zarya, but like, there's nothing wrong with pushing an advantage here. Play the corner. Play the corner. Okay, so they're not shooting your shield, but I don't like this right here. And I want you to tell me why. I don't like this right here. Why don't I like this, chat? What's the issue here? What's the major issue here? It's wide. Yes, it's wide. But there's a bigger issue than this. The wide part is the micro Rhine specific detail. What's the macro game specific problem? Yeah, I don't know what Zarya's doing. He's alone. That's it. He's alone. That's all there is to it. It's a 2v4. So once the enemy team has pushed up and regrouped, pushing staggers and things like that and holding space is no longer valuable. Look at your BAP. Look at your Zen. Look at your, what is this? Soul? Or Ana. It's not a BAP. It's a soldier. My bad. Hitbox looks kind of similar to the wall. Right? They're not utilizing your shield. Remember, they don't have to stand behind your shield to get value, but they do need to be doing something when you are shielding. If you shield this right here, and you're taking damage right here, these people breaking your shield are unshootable. Do you see this? If you show shield around this quarter right here, these guys can break your shield, but your team can't do anything to their Rhine or their Zarya. So I don't want you to completely abandon your Zarya, but this is a really tough call for me because I understand why you're kind of holding here because you're scared for your Zarya, but I want you to understand the concept of why what your Zarya is doing is bad and why you trying to help her is risky. I don't mind you trying to help her, just be careful. She does have a very good position, so that's good. It's going to be really hard for them to bully her out. By the way, there was an earlier question of who to Harmony. Considering they have a Genji, Harmoning your Ana or your Kree would probably be preferable. Probably your McCree. Silly. Just walk forward. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward and shielding. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Go, 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 go. Shield. Nice. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Nice. Like, that's huge. Just let your McCree walk forward with you. You are literally just a McCree escort. McCree and Zarya. Keep going. Keep going. You're alright. Your shield's low, but you're alright. Play the corner if you want to. Okay, I guess you keep going. Okay, back. That's a fine trade. Visor is terrible against their comp. Okay, maybe not. See, they're not resetting, and your Zarya is charged and theirs isn't. Okay, this is all fine. This is good. This is good Ryan play. This is good. Very passive shield bot, but you don't need to do anything else. Okay, so I want to stop. So you're rolling them. You're absolutely rolling them, okay? And a lot of this is snowballed. I want to talk about Rhine shatters, okay? So there's a really important concept that I like to teach Rhine players, okay? A lot of important concept that I like to teach Rhine players, all right? It's very similar to Widow duels, okay? You got any juice? No, none that you don't already know. No. The concept with Rhine players, with Widow duels, is don't fight clean. They did not update the VOD? Who's doing this to me? Did I mess it up? I must have messed it up. Jesus, Louise, thank you for the follow. Don't fight clean. No honor. No. And a lot of these whole mind games with Reinhardt and Shatter, they do matter in pro play, but a lot of the times, the team that has the better shatters is the one that just fights dirty. Hey, look who it is. My two favorite Lucio players. Lepe and FD God. Actually both complete rats. You fight dirty. You use your team. Okay? You use your flashbang, you use your speed boost, you're gonna try and flank shatter, you're going to sleep like a flank and Ana. Another big one is just wait for one of their Zarya to off angle with personal bubble and shatter her if she doesn't have personal bubble, right? Shatter the Genji on your backline. It just doesn't matter. Like the goal with Shatter, especially right now, is you're not going to kill 6 with Shatter. Shatter is kind of a weaker ultimate now, and even before, you just get a kill, right? Get a kill. So just right now, just find a target and kill a target. So you're sitting up there, you're like, I'm gonna turn this corner and shatter this Reinhardt. Don't shatter the Reinhardt, shatter anybody else. And if you're gonna shatter the Reinhardt, ask for flashbang, ask for sleep dart. Wait for you to get grabbed and then counter grab with shatter, right? That's obviously inconsistent, but like you kind of want to be a little bit more strategically minded with your Reinhardt. Like you should unironically go into a game and be like, all right, I'm gonna try flank shatters this game, or I'm gonna try a flank shatter this game, or I'm gonna try and set up a flashbang shatter. Or what you can do as well is if he doesn't have shatter, you can say, Zarya, just bubble me. I'm going in hard. I'm literally going to go past that Reinhardt and shatter his backline, right? Ballsy, yes, but it can work. I want to emphasize the importance of don't always try and be like this guy that spends hours and hours doing the Reinhardt drills and big braining, and just don't worry about it. Like I think the two main tricks of the Reinhardt is fire strike animation shattering that everybody knows about but people forget about, and then tempo shatters, like in other words, surprise shatters. Basically, like when they're pushing the corner, you just immediately pop out and shatter. Like nobody expects that to happen. Like you'll notice a lot of the big shatters in like Overwatch League are like, whoa, I was not expecting a shatter there. And then you kind of sit there and you analyze and you go, okay, why weren't they expecting a shatter there? But my point is, don't try and treat this like a mechanical like sword duel. It's really not. It's I mean it can be, but there's oftentimes you're not going to win Rhine duels by doing that. Zen, shut up. Zen keeps talking. Just fight dirty. Fight dirty. You need to ask key out, mate. I'm not sure. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, so first off, your Zarya. I don't know what's happening here. So I'm just going to comment as if this isn't your fault. Number one, your Zarya can only hold this position if you guys are willing to hold this position. And you guys can't hold this position if you don't use your nano boost earlier. Because they're rallying. Rallying is the most powerful ultimate in the game. Single ultimate. Obviously Nano Blade's stronger, but it is the most powerful single ultimate in the game. Okay? And you just can't hold this. You have to back up. It's rally. And then you're like the blade, you pin out to the blade, which you only do this if the Reinhardt doesn't have shatter, which I hope your ult tracking is perfect because you're pinning out when he's 87%. Second thing, you get nanoed as you're pinning out. So I just hope that this is a miscommunication and that she was supposed to nano, or she didn't even tell you that she was going to nano at all, because this is really bad. Staying or kiting earlier would have been a better option. You did neither. And I'm just going to be nice and blame it on your teammates. Because honestly, I don't know. It's a communicational error, so I can't. But your Zarya pops off. They press W, they ignore your Zarya, and she just kills everybody. Orisa is meta right now? Yes. Orisa is meta right now. Okay, so if she didn't say, this falls into the Zarya bubble category, doesn't it? In the flashbang for shatter category, doesn't it? Now, how active are you in comms? We should ask. I mean, who else is she gonna nano? Kree? Kree's mediocre at best. Soldier's bad. Zen is bad. Zarya's okay. You and Zarya are the only people that should be nanoed in this comp. So, ask. Posture check. Spilo. Thank you. So, ask. And by the way, I have the same level of advice for everybody in ranked if you're in voice. I don't always recommend everybody to join voice. Some people get, botted out by toxicity. But if you're a Genji player and you're like, well, how come I never get armor packed when I blade? How come I never get nano when I get blade? How come I never get double when I get blade? How come my team never pushes when I blade? Well, ask. Take responsibility for it. That's your responsibility. Obviously, the world's best players can obviously read the situation and do that, but even Overwatch League players forget to do that stuff, man. Ask. Ask for it. If you're the Reinhardt here, ask for the flashbang for shatter. Ask for the the nano boost. Ask for your Zarya's bubble, right? Any resource that you need, ask for it. Now, don't try and micromanage. Hey, Zarya, can you grab this? Or Zen, can you trans this? I mean, maybe, but like the stuff that you need that you can use, ask for it. Like an adult, yeah. No, Electric Cowboy is only really good if McCree's on a flank, which is not enough room on King's Row for McCree to flank. And in this meta, if there was enough room for a flank, you'd probably be playing Ashe, not McCree, in which case it still wouldn't be good. This is really bizarre. You could drop your shield, mate. Like, you can reactively, I don't know if you just don't trust your reaction speed, but you know he has shatter. You can react to a shatter if he knows it. Spilo's nice today. Yeah. Just wait. I don't know why you're blowing so much shield in this, mate. Like, drop your shield. You got bubble. Drop your shield. You can react to the you can easily react to the shatter. It's bizarre. Ah! That's bad. I knew that was happening. I knew it. I saw the fires. Yeah. And you're getting tranced. You need to go. And congrats, you blocked the shatter, but you lost the fight.
Hearing Ashe's ult triggers me.
Thank you, Cliff. I need a moment, guys. No, that's convenient. You're way too tunneled on that Ryan 1v1. It's okay to be focused in on it. It's okay to expect it. But it's not okay just to stand out in the open with shield, not use corners, not use the bubble, and then to let your entire team lose the fight before you then proceed to shatter in a completely lost fight. You just seem oddly passive. Your team is here. What are you doing? Why are you standing here? Go to this corner. They can't rush you on this corner. You're fine. Hello? 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 I know you're playing a slower comp here, mate, but they're not running a Lucio. They're running a Widow. They're running an Ashe. They're running a BAP. Hello? Oh, you're asking about Widow. You're talking to your team. Okay. Well, why did they lamp that? What is this BAP doing? Why? Don't get booped! Ah! Please don't get booped. Holy cow. There's no way that she didn't whip shot you. How did she not whip shot you? How? How? I don't understand. I gotta look at this fight again. Weird fight. Pushing your advantage here, you're high nooning. You go to this side, which is an int. Hard int. You know he doesn't have shatter. It's okay to position yourself here. You then place yourself on the side where there is no corner, instead of placing yourself on the side where there is, and on the side where you can get booped. You pin the payload, walk to the other side, but not before the enemy snipers have killed 2 of your team. 1 and 2. Brilliant. You're gonna lose this. Okay, we back up. Babs probably like you. This is such a pretty cooldown. Look at this, guys. Look how pretty this is. Okay, be careful. Nice. Ah! I don't know. This is clunky, man. This is real clunky. Again, why aren't you asking for flash? Ask for flash. Shatter the offing. Push past him with bubble. Okay, Widow just kills everybody. Can we stop shielding, please? Can we just kill the Reinhardt? Like the upgraded shield bot from my silver nightmares. Go! You're being tranced! Don't worry about the Widow. Don't worry about her. Okay. It really feels like you're over concerned with threats right now. It seems like you're like, oh no, their Widow is on the flank. I have to run back and shield my backline. Oh no, you know, there is the Widow on the sideline here. They're on it right here. I need you, when you have the HP and the people behind you, to press W a little bit more. And then we need to work on your shadows as well. VOD pressure to get a good VOD? What? Yeah, but you're actively hurting your teammates because your teammates would be able to actually clean this up faster if you weren't so darn slow. Like, okay, you can call out Widow left and accomplish basically the job of shielding your team while actually doing your job. You want to win more fights, right? That's how you protect your team. Losing fights is saying, oh no, I'm going to back up to my backline to shield off a Widow for half a second instead of actually winning the fight. What are you guys talking about VOD pressure? Also, yeah, the shattering immediately after they shatter is a little bit of a bait. That's kind of that really only works. I don't feel like this should work at this rank. Walter option? What are you guys talking about? Have I entered the Twilight Zone? Okay, so number one, frontline pressure. Like don't be overly concerned about your backline. Number 2, awareness of when the enemy has dive threats, so that when you know when to play it slower, right? So when you know to play it slower. The ironic thing is that you're playing slower at the end there when you're up more, but when you actually had a Genji on your backline, which meant that you needed to play slower, you were not playing slow. Am I going insane? Is that the Sonic arrow? Can you guys hear that? No, seriously, can you guys hear that? Wait, I don't have, okay, I gotta get my headphones on. Now you guys are freaking me out. Am I hearing things? I'm not. I can hear it. Ha 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 ha! You trash cans! Shut up! Screw you guys. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so better prep with your shatter. Dealing with like playing slow when your backline's under pressure, and then when your backline is not under pressure, actually going forward. Why are you saying Jane? I swear I heard something again. This is bizarre. Okay. Jane? What? Oh, jeez, it's Jane. Hey, Jane. I thought my chat was losing it. I'm like, who? What? Why? You said Walter, and now it's Jane. Okay, so it's happening again. It's happening again. Look at what you're doing. Look at you. Look at you. You bubble. You're bubbled, and we're backing up and shielding. Awesome. This is a problem. Okay. Now I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's your Zarya. I don't know. But you have to take personal responsibility for this, right? If you are in voice and your Zarya's in voice and you're saying, Zarya, bubble me when I call for it, or Zarya, when do you want to bubble? And the Zarya just shuts up, or he flames you calls her mama fat or something rude like that, then okay, you know what? You did your best, don't worry about it. But I'm assuming that 90% of the time, that's not going to be the case. Or the Zarya might not be in voice. Again, nothing to do about it. Do the best you can. It happens. Just react to being bubbled and press forward. But this is a problem. And I will die on this hill because this is a difference between your team having space and getting an extra little bit of charge and getting that extra little bit of Rein swing, or not. You understand? And now we're reacting. Oh, bubble! I'm going in now. That's not what you want to be doing. You don't don't blame your old man mechanics. You should be preparing so that you're able to get as much value out of this as you possibly can. Okay. Really quick chat. They're not on Genji. So what should we not be worrying about? What should we not be worrying about? And what do we need to be worrying about? It's kind of exactly, thanks. So the last push, we pushed in really hard. Genji's on backline, he gets a pick, and we're like literally in, we have no idea where we are. Okay? Now there's no Genji in backline. So yes, you need to be aware of off angles and flanks, but it's not really your responsibility to be slowing down or something goofy like that, right? Okay, so let's be aware of that. And I'm curious about how we're going to be playing this, because if you would describe your compositional speed now when compared to the enemy team, how would you describe it, Buddha? It's not a major difference, but, you know. Slightly faster, yeah. You can play a little bit more aggressive earlier. I don't like saying fast or slow, because even, like I said, even brawl comps or spam comps are going to push dive comps, but it's later once dive has used cooldowns. So right now, maybe you push a little bit more aggressive, right? And that's like where the double benefit of being in communication with your team about bubbles is gonna come back, right? So you can make sure that you can actually press W because you have that bubble. You're backing up. And see, now you don't have bubble. Do you see how much, like, I want you to watch their Reinhardt's bubble and watch your bubble. Because I think the Reinhardt gets a better bubble. Maybe not. Nah, he doesn't get a great one either. Either way, though, you've both backed off of corner. He has snipers. They like the corners, so... Yeah. Where does that Hanzo... Yeah, he flanks from there. Unfortunate. Yeah, he is giving a lot of them free space. Yeah, he needs to decide what corner he wants to do. Oh, by the way, that's another communicational thing you should be looking into as well, Buddha, is call what corner you want to hold. Are you holding here? Or are you holding here? Why did you back off to this corner? Did you call, hey, my shield is busted? No, holding statue's okay, but the problem with holding statue is they can take angles on you. It depends on how fast you're playing, right? Like, if you're holding statue, you have to go hard on either of these rotations, right? Because otherwise they're going to out-rotate you and take flanks away. So, it looked like you backed before you saw the pick. Let me look at this one more time. I don't want to overanalyze this fight, but I think it's really important. So, bubble communication is bad. You stop swinging and back off maybe a little early, and you're already backing off. You see this? You are backing off hard. And if we overanalyze this, if you keep pressing W, which you can, maybe you don't need to back off. Or if you say, hey guys, I'm backing off, I have no shield, then your teammate is aware of it. So I need you, Buddha, whether it's asking for the nano, asking for better setup shatters, sorting out your bubbles, or simply going, guys, I need to back off, or I want to push up. This needs to be communicated. It's why main tank is almost unquestionably the most important person to be communicating when you are playing ranked. Does that make sense? Your shield is good. Exactly. Your shield is good. Your HP is good. There's really no reason for you to be backing off here. And even if you do want to back off, okay, it's a bad play, but whatever. The point as main tank is not so that you're always making the right decision, but that you're making the right decision and your team knows it, so that everybody's on the same page. You have that power. Teams generally look to their main tank, at least normal teams. So if you want to back off, you're fine, but your team needs to know. And it seems like you're on different pages right now. So I don't really know the root issue for the bubble mismanagement, but we're going to blame it on communication, because between that, your shatters, and even just like where you're holding here, it does seem like communication is an issue with you. Okay, how's our bubble going to look? How come you're not getting bubbled? Did she just miss bubble? Oh, she's not back yet. Oh, I was so confused. Oh, brother, you had shield. Or am I missing something? You had shield. You had shield. What are you doing? Why? Why? All right. Unfortunate. The big thing I will say, though, is that this is the danger, right? This is the danger with, like, quote-unquote playing it safe before your team is fully here. I know you're thinking, oh, I can stand here, I can afford to stand here, but as soon as this cart turns the corner, you're in trouble, right? As soon as this cart turns the corner, your Zarya is still not here. Your Zarya is still not here. So maybe I would have played this even safer than you were. Because as soon as you get the pick, I think you're like, oh, sweet, we can push this more aggressively. But you really can't. Like, right now, where do you get the pick? Where do you get the pick? Or when do you get the pick? Bang. Okay, right here. Like, oh, we're good now. You're not. You're not. Wait. Zarya will be here momentarily, sooner than their Hanzo will, and then you can push a little bit more aggressively. Play passive, please. Play passive, play passive, play passive. Play passive. Like, if you get grabbed, like, here, you're that much safer than you are getting grabbed here. You could still get pinned into a wall on either side. The difference is that it's harder for the enemy team to punish you and your brig, and it's easier for your team to shoot what's shooting you. I'm being nitpicky. I'm being overly nitpicky. But I'm poking at it again because that is something that we've already seen to be a problem with you. To a higher level, but it's happening again. It's like, you know, when you've got a fever, you know, and all of a sudden your mom starts asking you, how's your knees feeling, how's your ankles feeling, how your head's feeling, right? And like overly analyzing the situation because she needs all the information, right? Normally she doesn't care if your knee hurts a little bit. But if there's a lot of stuff going on, then you need all the tools that you can get. Yeah, as soon as you turn that 6v6 into or 5v6 into a 5v5, just chill out, because your Zarya will be right there. And arguably, Zarya is a lot more important than Hanzo is in those trades. Especially current Hanzo, who is not very good. Okay. Do you see what that enemy Rein just did? Now, this was the Shatter fat. No. No. No, that Shatter was not fat. That Shatter was about as fat as a squirrel in a diet. Okay, not fat. That's probably one of the worst metaphors I've ever done. But did you see what he did? He used his brig. He didn't big brain you. He didn't try and outsmart you, or he didn't try and do something really cute. He just used his brig. That's all. So why aren't you using your brig? Why aren't you using your McCree? Why aren't you going nano me Ana, I go in hard, and then maybe I'll get past the Rein and shatter his backline? Now, obviously don't do that when he has shatter, but you've got options. And your options will always be worse until you actually start using your mouth. Also, did you ask for nano? Why are you backing off? Why are you backing off? You didn't ask for nano. Why not? Where is the bubble, by the way? Where is the bubble? I'm really curious where this bubble is. Where is the bubble? Did he bubble the brig? He must have bubbled the brig. Must have bubbled the brig, right? Right? When did you get bubbled? What the heck? What? Why did he bubble the brig? Okay, he missed the bubble. Whatever. Why didn't you ask for nano? I'm talking about right now. Not because of rally. They rally like right when you should have. You didn't ask for nano. So the question is okay, so you just got nano without asking for it, okay? What does that imply? It implies that the Ana didn't know who she was supposed to nano or when she was supposed to nano. Now, again, you don't have to micro your Ana, but it implies that she doesn't. There was no game plan. Now, again, you don't have to micro, but you can say, "Hey, Ana, you can nano me when I ask for it," right? And that way, then Ana knows, okay, well then he's gonna ask for it, so I'm good. Right? Very straightforward. So, you see the problem here, right? Again, I ask you the question, do you see the problem? I mean, you hold the line, and that's good. But that's luck. That's luck. Yes. So, your Ana knows when to nano. She doesn't accidentally nano you when you want to S-key out of a rally. Right? That's a problem. And you can fix that. Now, is that all your fault? No. But you can fix it, right? It's like saying, the house is a mess, mom says clean it up, and you're like, but it's not my fault. Right. So get your brothers and sisters to help you, right? Maybe I'm sticking from my experience, right? But you can take responsibility for it. You can make the problem better. There's been a lot of really bad metaphors today. Nice. Would you be taking this to a gold Rein? I mean, it just depends on what the Rein's good at and what the Rein's bad at. Shatter the Zarya. Shatter the Zarya right now. You madman! I like it. Did your team know that you were doing that, though? Your team knew that you were doing that, right? Yes? Yes. I hope they did. I hope you did. Really? Doesn't look like they knew. Okay, you know, they knew. They knew. They knew. For a second there, your backline was lagging behind, but okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Here we go. You're rallying! You're rallying! Why aren't you going in, Buddha? Buddha! You're full HP! Swing, Buddha! Again, check out this lovely image. This is the type of image that you just want to like wrap up and set fire to, right? I never want to see this again. Look at this. You're rallying, full HP, and bubbled, and you're shielding. On a corner. Ugh! No. No. Ugh. It's revolting. It's upsetting. It's offensive. This is offensive. This is offensive. You're rallying, bubbled, full HP, in a corner. And you're standing there, shielding. Please don't ever do this again. And we can break this down simply to you not asking for a bubble. Is it more than that? Yes, definitely more than that. You know, being aware that I should be pushing off a rally and I should be holding the corner and I'm full HP. Yeah. But the most important thing is that, hello, you're bubbled, go in. And I'm going to blame that on a goofy communicational issue with your team. Okay? That's what I'm blaming. I can respect it. Shielding the Ana. Pretty smart. I can respect it. But Zarya's down. Zarya's down. Chief, Zarya's down. Alright, chat. We're about to see two monumental errors. Alright? Prediction. One, we're going to hard hold a forward corner, even though we're down Zarya. And number two, we're not going to aggress off of our nano. We're going to like half S key and then get nano, and it's going to be like, ugh. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. You call here for a second fight? Sure. I don't think it's worth it, though. I don't think it's worth it. I don't like purposefully taking a lost fight just to get a recontest when you have ultimates that you can do to win the fight. Like, you have Grav. You don't need to lose this fight. Just play the back corner. Yes, it means you won't get a recontest, but you have Grav. You're gonna win the fight, and then you can close hold and play for 2 fights. Does that make sense? You know you're going to win this fight if you have your Grav, so play with the Grav, win the fight, and then go close hold and maybe lose the fight and have a recontest. But either way, that's not gonna matter because you're gonna back off like a sissy and your nano boost is gonna be completely wasted. I'm relishing this agony. Let's go. That's a new metalcore album, relishing this agony. You know, I got the hair for it too. Ryan, you go in. Oh, it's like a delectable snack treat. It's like the plot twist. I'm so disappointed in you. Oh, it's so painful. It's like a sad ending. It just rends you in such a delectable and delightful way. This isn't even what was supposed to happen that was bad. Oh, you are sweet, sweet mercy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, chat. Strap in. Strap in, gents and ladies, because here we go. Are we going to get a good nano? Are we going to get a good bubble trade? Are we going to get a good Zarya? I still need to find a new insult? When? Did you guys cash in some points, or did I miss it? Hello? Did I miss it? Oh, okay. Well, rats. Now I feel kind of bad. Best insults. No. Hey, it's me. See? Hang on. See, I've got the look here. Yeah, it's me. I mean, he's not quite. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't quite have it. All right, we're gonna grade these, boys. We're gonna grade these. How many of these? How many of these? How many? They're not that many. Okay, we can do this. I do not consider a vulture. Consider you something a vulture would eat. That would be. I'd give that a solid out of 1 through 5. I give that a solid 4. I give that a solid 4. But it depends on the circumstance. Like, there's not many circumstances that would work. This is if 2. This is kind of weak. Nah, overused. That's pretty good. People say that about me all the time. I don't understand it, but anyway. In the land of the witless, you would be king. That's alright. I prefer a battle of wits, but you appear unarmed. Oh! Oh! Crispy! Writing this one down. You gotta listen, boy. If you guys don't spend time looking up insults and writing them down, what are you actually doing in your life? I prefer a battle of wits, but you appear to be unarmed. Am I on the left or the right? Is that an actual question? Do you not understand what a Yodo Chad I am? Insults. The narrator voice. I regard you with an indifference bordering on aversion. It's alright. It's a little snooty. Okay, no thank you. That's good. Your inferiority complex is fully justified. You have delusions of adequacy. That one's pretty good. You have delusions of adequacy. Sometimes it's not even so much of a sick burn, it just flows nicely. You have delusions of adequacy. Adequacy. Wait, what? Okay, alright, hang on, chat. Hang on, chat. I'm getting insulted in my stream. I can't believe that this is actually happening to me. I feel like this is all a surreal dream. How does this not look it like me? Look at the hair, you bot! Look at the hair! Does anybody have, like, a legitimate bush on their head? Look! I don't look like this moron! What are you talking about, dude? Get lost. Shame on you. I've been called worse things by better people. I would agree with you, but then we would both. That's pretty good. I like the way you try. That's. It is impossible to underestimate you. I've used this one, chat. I have. Who remembers me using this one? My hair is not black. It's just I have very dark hair. The reason it doesn't look black right now or looks very light here is because there's constant light shining out. Look. See? I don't know what I don't know what Budweiser said, but I see what the term was blocked, and I've got some serious concerns. Or what Seth said, or whoever. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Just from the moderator view, man. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm jealous of all the people who haven't met you. I know of this one. Isn't it rather dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in a single sentence? Oh, that's excellent. Isn't it dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in an entire sentence? Excellent. I didn't see the message. I just saw what was moderated. I saw the user added blocked term. The fact that nobody understands you doesn't make you an artist. That's pretty good. I like your approach. Now let's see your departure. Well, that's pretty good. It was alright. Okay. Alright, we're gonna save that one for later. In a single sentence? Which one? Which one is me in a single sentence? What? Which one? It's not the vocabulary one. Coach Eon, thank you for the raid! I will not have to be shriek the rest of my life because I'm completely deaf. I need to adjust the raid audio. I did. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Eon, Coach Eon, by the way, the guy who hosted, is a coach. He does VOD reviews. I've checked out his stuff. He's pretty darn good. I haven't been able to host you before because you haven't never been online when I was streaming, but, you know, maybe that'll change in the future. I really appreciate the raid, brother. Thank you so much. Okay. Isn't it dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in an entire sentence? Is that what I did wrong? Oh, the fact that no one understands you doesn't make you an artist. Screw you, Josh. Shame on you. Okay. Back to the VOD anyway. I don't even remember what was going on. Anyway. For those of you who don't know that are here for Mr. Coach Eon, Shadows, thank you for the follow. Basically, I am a professional Overwatch coach. I've coached contenders, academy teams, all that jazz. I got started doing stream reviews. I coach any rank, any hero, at any time. The only caveat, exception for those of you mouth breathers, is that I am a little tough. I'm a little rough. I'm a little bit of a roasting reviewer. Now, normally when I'm actually coaching a team, I'm not this mean, but hey, you know, it's fun, it's entertaining, and most of the time the psychological trauma is something that's reversible. At least that's what I've been told. I've not been told that, but I'm making that up. Anyway, but yeah, it's mostly in good fun, and we have a good time, and yeah, nobody takes it too seriously. Okay. All right, we're going to keep going. I'm a little concerned about the quantity of shield that has been burnt before this fight even started. So we're gonna relook at this situation here. Pin. Stop. Why are you shielding? Tap, take the follow. Why are you shielding? Why are you shielding? Seriously, why are you burning your shield? Why are you shielding? Why are you shielding? Why are you shielding? You do it to look around and scout for some reason. That's funny. This is about a 1,000 HP shield scout. That's kind of expensive, don't you think? That's buying a Tic Tac, like selling your house for a Tic Tac, brother. And you're like, oh, it's at the very start. It's fine. But be careful. I hope to goodness that you're not about to go in. Right? That's not about to happen, right? Again, you are phenomenal. You are exceptional. You are absolutely terrific. The Jellyfuss, thank you for the follow. You find ways to go, oh no, I'm not making that mistake, Spilo. No, I'm not going in. The Jellyfuss, thank you for the sub. Holy smokes, you're fast. Put your mama's purse away. But then you do that. It's like, I'm not pushing in. That would be a mistake. Instead, I'm going to shatter and die. I'm not that stupid. I'm a level above. Delightful. Thank you, Buddha. Wonderful. Okay, again, you just desperately need a game plan with what you're doing with your shatters. You don't have to plan it all out. Like, you don't have to sit back here, you know, with it, whipping out your notebook going, I'm going to be shattering when he does this or this. But, like, on a fight-to-fight basis, next fight, James Kenway takes the fall. Think about it. I'm going to try and look for a flash shatter. Or they're going to grab, so can we try and look for, you know, can somebody try and sleep the Ryan that I should shatter him off the grab when he's swinging off of it? Something like that. I don't know. Think about it. Be creative. You could do it on a fight-to-fight basis. Please. Oh no, Chad, I think I saw it. I knew it. Where did this thing come from, actually? Now I'm kind of curious. It's still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. It must have come here somewhere, right? All right. Oh, this is gonna be like some ASMR stuff, boys. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Here we go. Instant and nobody thank for the fall. I gotta get perfect. Hang on, I gotta get perfect. Wait. Ah. Yes. Absolutely crispy. Look at these. Unfortunate. Okay. I don't know why that bug happens. Is that his? Baggins, please! Oh, thank you, Baggins, but... Oh. Oh, these banned terms. I don't know why the words themselves aren't funny, but somehow the fact that I know it's coming. Okay, chat. Let's place our bets. Is our Reinhardt going to be pressing W with the rally? Is our Reinhardt going to be pressing W with the nano? Or is our Reinhardt going to be pressing S? How much do you guys want to bet? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do you guys want to bet? How do you want to bet? We're going to bet. He's going to get bubble and he's backing off. Awesome. 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 Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Wonderful job. Now, to be fair, is your Ana dead? Your Ana's over here. So you're not on the same page with your Ana. That's a little bit concerning. Oh, this is great! This is great! Oh, yes! This is the holy grail of images right here, boys. Yes. Nano, bubble, rally, full HP. Collective, thank you for the follow. You are invincible. You can't kill me in the spawn room. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you. Okay. This is like Thanos getting all the Infinity Stones and going home to go to the spa. Ha ha ha! The Infinity Stones. Now time for a deep tissue massage. You're dumb as a rock. Okay. Again, it's just like. If your brig wants to call her a rally, then have her ask her, can she call it? You know, if posture check, thank you, appreciate that. You know, please, I'm begging you. You're causing me like ocular agony. Go, 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 go! You don't stop. You don't stop. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. My man is dead. My man is dead. He is dead. He's dead. Okay, good job. I mean. Pretty sure Bronze Bastion main with half of an arm missing could have found the ability. Well, Moonlight Ox takes the fall. Okay, posture check again. Don't do this to me again. Last time this happened, I was walking around like a chicken. Like, no more posture checks. The irony is if I do too many posture checks, maybe my posture will be bad. Like this. 200 more points dance. That's concerning. Stop, Michelle. If you do keep redeeming posture text, Michelle, I'm gonna start calling you Michaela or something like that. I feel like the poor Michaelas and Michelles of the world get their name butchered more than any other. Maybe that's just me. She got a ticket for littering. That's pretty funny, Seth. That's pretty funny. Tell your kids at the 5th grade that I said hello. Okay. Chat. Bets on the shatter. Is this little gentleman Reinhardt man going to learn from his mistakes? Are we going to be looking for a bash shatter? Are we going to look for a sleep shatter? Are we going to look for a flash shatter? Probably the best of the 3. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Love it. Love it. And we just press W and win. Because we gotta pick. That's right. Rich from the guy whose text-to-speech name is always mispronounced. True. Actually, text-to-speech has an excuse of being bot tier. Half the European and American morons that go Spilo, Spilo. No, there's no excuse. At least AI has an excuse. Okay. Not a huge fan, but I can't get angry. You mispronounced your name when you hosted me last fall? True. You are bad. Alright. Alright. Here comes Nano again. And we got Rally soon too. Gonna be good. Gonna be bad. You're gonna die to Hanzo. No, you're not! What? What? Actually pressing W immediately off of a Nano. Stop with the posture text! Somebody highlighted a message. Show the new Far skin just post on Twitter? No, I'm reviewing a VOD. What? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it's like some lifeguard, I think. I think it's a lifeguard. She's not... Yeah, you're an idiot. The Nano is like something... This is why you want to be calling for Nano if you can. Same thing as a Genji calls for Nano, even though it's the Ana's ultimate, because you know the timing of it, right? You know the timing of it. Stop with the posture checks! Stop! I don't know who you people are. Table ski? Who? Table ski. That's right up there with Mr. Baggins in terms of absolutely garbage name. Or just recently. That one's even worse. Just recently. Sorry, what? Sorry, you pick a gamer name? Just recently? What? Or light waves. You know, you guys, all of you are morons. All of you. Every single one of you. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see a good engage off of a bubble. Please. Please just once. Please just once. Oh. I give up. We're done. Okay. So, here's the deal. Your problem, the biggest return on your investment is going to be talking with your team about your Nano, your bubbles, your bashes, your shatters, whatever. Get everybody on the same page with when you're going in. Please. Like, this is like Guantanamo Bay level of agony that you've just put me through the last hour. Yes, this is ranked. I'm pretty sure it's a replay. So communicate better so that you can time your resources better, because you're the one actually initiating, yeah? So you're calling the shots with your Nano, with your bash, with your bubbles. And if your Zarya wants to call bubbles, fine. That's great too. But then get on the same page. I'm sick and tired of seeing Ryan Shield and bubbles at the same time. Don't say this is a 3.9k game. What? That Reinhardt looks plat. Shut up. You are significantly worse than you think you are. I guarantee it. So communicate better with your resources. And I think the only little micro detail, and this is something I'm gonna point out because this is probably really common in your games. Tracer, Genji, Sombra, Ball, Winston. Know where those heroes are. And if they're on your backline, you need to know because you need to play slow until they're gone, and then you can resume your speed. Do you have any questions? You're welcome. Definitely a common theme here. It seems like there's a disconnect with you and the rest of your team a lot of the time. And that's ranked. That's always going to be the case with ranked. But I have a lot less patience with disconnect and ranked when you're playing main tank. Because you get punished for it a lot harder with main tank, and it's a lot easier to do as main tank at the same time. It's like, excuse me. It's like everybody's bad at cooking, right? But if I go over to a professional chef's house and he serves me peanut butter toast, I'm pretty mad. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a rip if she made me peanut butter toast. That's what I expect. Or my mom, or my great uncle Warthog or whatever. But if you go to a chef's house, you don't expect peanut butter toast. If you're a Rhine player, I expect you to make some effort with timing and synergy with your team. I don't know. Warthog. You want to hear a really funny story? Okay. My grandfather. Okay, so I'm from the South. Okay. In case you couldn't tell, shut up. Okay. I grew up in Florida. A lot of my family lives in my dad's side's from Florida, from Alabama, from Texas, like legit all the way through. Okay. So South has a rather unusual culture, bad and good, like any culture. And one of the unusual things is my grandfather, who grew up in Alabama and plays banjo and has a whole Southern accent thing. Do you know what his people call him? You know what people call him? People call him Billy. That's pretty hick thing. You know what I'm saying? Florida man. I grew up in Florida for 13 years. I lived in Florida for 13 years. Hated it. Florida's awful. Don't ever go to Florida unless you're going to Disney or the beach. And his name, people call him Billy, right? People call him Billy. But do you know what his name on the certificate, on the birth certificate, do you know what his name is? Posture check, thank you. You know what his name is? People call him Billy, but you know what his actual name on the birth certificate is? You know what Billy is short for, right? No, not Adolf. No. No. It's not Adolf. I would hope not. I think he was born in 1945, so I should hope not. Billy Goat? No. Now, William is what Billy is generally short for, right? Billy Boy, his name is William, right? Bill, Billy, William. Okay, Will. His name on the birth certificate is Billy. It's Billy. His birth certificate is Billy. 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 Can you turn the air? I'm legit sweating. No, it's actually Billy. His name is Billy. I'll be right back. All right. Alabama, man. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I heard Adolf wasn't that rare of a name back in the day. It's unfortunate. All right. We move on. We went from Masters Reinhardt to now we are... No offense. Down to Bronze Doomfist. Let's do this. Read your message. Why do I have to always read your message? You're like a needy child. Okay, you put in the replay code. Great, thank you. Wonderful job. Good job, Seth. We'll do your replay probably tomorrow, maybe? I actually might not be able to stream tomorrow. At least the day after that. Dude, why are we back on King's Row? You found your dance video? Oh no. Oh no. Billy Andrew? Okay. BXB. Which one are you? Oh, you're the widow. XXXSXS. Kind of boinked, but okay. Alright. So Doomfist, here we go. Description, King's Row. Close overtime match. The match plays out like many of my games by making a mess of things in the his can. 43% win rate. Then attempt to clean things up on Doomfist. In the fight, finishing third point attack, I lose track of prioritizing targets and I'm just spinning on, half dizzing, looking to anyone. Could have ended that earlier, more decisively. Spilo, please help. I'm playing on 22 cents, 800 DPI, and my mechanics have dropped me to 1100. I feel like my aim's improving. If you think I should start on a lower sense, don't hesitate to say so. All right, chat. So we're gonna do something really quick. We're gonna plug in calculator in our head, and we're gonna make 22 cents to 800 DPI count. So 22 cents to 800 DPI. Let's get to the practice range really quick. Okay, so I have 1600 DPI, so that's double. So I'm gonna have that and then I'm gonna double the cents so to match the sensitivity. So let's get Doomfist on here, and let's see here. I run 1.75. What's double of 22? Alrighty, let's play some Doomfist. I love you. Be safe. Okay, 22 cents, 800 DPI. I can't do this, chat. I can't. All right, tell you what, you're gonna get a special treat, y'all. Yeah, you guys are gonna get a special treat. Check this out. Okay, first off, admire, I am wearing pants, so you know, mom's proud. Secondly, watch the mouse. Here we go. I got the flicks, y'all. I got the flicks. Help! I can't. Where am I? Oh no. Okay. All right. Let's do a full 360, y'all. You ready? And 360. 360. All right, let's go out into space, y'all. We'll go out into space. Oh, you're right. Shoot. Shoot. For some reason, I thought I was on. Hang on. You're completely right, guys. You're completely right. I'm completely off. I'm completely off. So this is still high. Wait a second. Hang on. I gotta check my mouse DPI settings. I thought my DPI was on 400. I thought my DPI was in 400. Give me a second. I have to go and actually go into Logitech. No, it's on 1600. Shoot, you're right. My bad. I said 1600, but then I'm like, no, wait, never mind. I'm on 400 because the whole like the antiquated like DPI doesn't matter that much. Pixel skipping, all that stuff was antiquated, but I am actually still on 1600 from an older setting. Okay, so the point being is we're looking for approximately, what are we looking for? 17,600 DPI, right? This is insanely high. This is equivalent, again, for the full 360 here. You go from here to here. That's a full 360. That's insanely high. That is at least double what you should be running. Now, I don't know your full like living situation, so I don't know like what you're able to play with or where you're able to play, but if you have a mouse pad bigger than a piece of bacon, then I would probably recommend that you don't use a mouse pad or that you don't use a sensitivity that's over 10k eDPI. So what I would recommend you doing is there's really no reason for you not to be running a sensitivity. If you have 800 DPI, you need to run a sensitivity around 10. So that would be an equivalent for 5 for me. This will be, you'll be way more consistent with this. And the 360 is still relatively small, so bang. So if you got a mini mouse pad, you can still do a full 360. You have a gigantic mouse pad? Okay, then you're a moron. If you have a gigantic mouse pad, there's really no reason for you to be using a sensitivity under like 4. or over 4. 4 is more than good enough. That's 6,400 DPI. It's still higher than most pro players use, unless they're tank players. If you're a DPS player, there are very few DPS players that play in higher sensitivity than this. So this will do you fine. Well, of course you got killed because you don't practice it enough. Like, it's gonna take you a week or so, but once you do adjust, it's gonna be so much easier. And the reason why I like generally lower sensitivities is just simple mathematics. As long as you find the healthy balance between being able to, and don't think for the fall, between being able to comfortably move, right? The lower sensitivities are just more precise. That's all there is to it. Like, can you imagine if surgeons had to operate in like a double sensitivity? They would adjust, but it would be harder because a single error is just amplified that much higher. And yeah, somebody was talking about Matthew only for donut. Yeah, the wrist health as well, something that you have to consider as well. So I would really avoid playing a sensitivity higher than around 60, like 1,000 or 10,000 DPI. I would, if you have a big mouse pad, like you have 800 DPI, run 5 cents, or excuse me, 10 cents, and see how that goes. 10 cents. 10 cents will be fine. Okay, I don't need to be here anymore. Thank you, Baggins, for keeping me company. Alright, let's find this replay. Okay, that's the old one. There's 2 Kings Row replays. Son of a gun, dude. Son of a gun. 10,000 is a lot. This guy is using almost double 10,000. Almost double. Yeah, okay. I mean, sensitivity doesn't matter that much, but it does matter enough to where it's such a simple fix, so why would you not change it? Alright, let's get our webcam situated. Absolute mad lads, yeah, pretty much. Okay. First thing, definitely change your sense. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, you're gonna take a while to adjust, you might lose more games, but definitely. Like, as a bronze player, you should be trying to do what's the easiest fixes for the biggest outcome, really at any rank, right? But bronze, changing your sensitivity, making sure that you're not permanently on like 200 latency, making sure that you have more than 30 FPS. Those are all things that you can do to improve your experience. Okay. All right, let's go. I don't want to quit your widow. I don't give a rip about your widow. Three, 400. That's a really, really low. Holy cow, dude. Okay. Nobody in chat hold this dude's hand. What's the error here? No, I don't know, Dolas. I don't know. Oh, maybe I did miss some gameplay. Good point. Okay, well, your team is here now. Most of them are. Almost all of them are. I like it, 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 I like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So here's the thing. Ultimately, as a Doomfist, as you improve, once you slam and uppercut that Ana, she will die. You will uppercut, or you will slam, shoot, uppercut, shoot, punch out. But you never, ever, ever, unless you have ultimate or the fight's already lost or you're 100% sure that you need to do it to win the fight, you never, ever want to go in with 3 cooldowns as Doomfist. You always want to, I'm going in with my slam, I'm going to uppercut, and then I'm going to punch out. And yeah, maybe I don't kill anybody, but I get a little bit of HP. I maybe, oh, I'm so close to missing. Maybe if I hit that shot, she dies. I punch out and do it again. And look what you did. She naded herself. So at the very least, you almost killed Diana. You forced the enemy team to look at her, and you forced her nade. Good job, but punch out. Because not only do you fail to get the kill, you also kill yourself. And that's obviously not a good trade. Posture check, thank you. Your team is dead. You do stuff as a team. You do stuff as a team. You do not go in by yourself. I know in bronze people tend to stagger sometimes, but you're making it worse right now. At the very least, if you've got 4 or 5 teammates alive, fine. But you don't do this. You never do this. There's no excuse for this. I don't care if you're bronze. You should know better. So it doesn't matter how you engaged. It doesn't matter the target you chose. All that matters is that, like right now, you know, you baited a lot of cooldowns. You could have punched out, yeah. But it doesn't matter because your team's not there. If your team was there, they couldn't all turn and kill you. Right? You can't do this. You cannot do this. It's unacceptable as a bronze player. And this is the fastest way to remain bronze. Dance time as soon as this fight is over. Nice job. Nice job. But look why this is, you're going to be safe here. Why are you safe? Doom is doing something. Your team is peeling the Doom. Stuff is going on. You could do anything you want right now. Go kill the Doom. He's killing everybody. Get him. Ah, close. Huge. No. Remember, the Doom just killed a couple teammates. I think more important than that, though, is look at the enemy team. Look at them. Do you see them? That's all of the enemy team. What do you not see here? What do you not see? There's no teammates here. There's no tank. There's nobody else. Posture check, thank you. Wait. Nice! Nice! Smart! Basics! Good! So, I know this is a common error when people first started playing Doomfist. The idea is that if I uppercut in the air, I get more slam damage, which is what I want. But the problem is, is that when you uppercut in the air, your uppercut doesn't do any damage. And so, yeah, you gain damage from slam, but you lose damage from uppercut because you don't land your uppercut in the target. And it makes your engage that much more obvious. It also makes your engage that much more expensive. So, because you blew 2 cooldowns to get to the place of 1 cooldown. So what I want you to do in this particular circumstance is if you want to go punch the Doom, if you want to get on the Diva, I don't want you to uppercut. I want you to either just slam at her. You travel forward when you slam. You could slam at the Diva, you'll land about right here. You can shoot the Diva, then uppercut the Diva, and then punch away. Or you could even punch the Diva first, uppercut the Diva, and then slam away instead of punching away. Or if you want to go massive brain, you can walk off the edge here, slam back on, and the reason you do that is you get a different type of slam called a targeted slam when your feet are above open space, and you'll get slam even faster. That's something that you can practice in practice range, by the way. If you want me to explain the targeted slam where you have your feet in open space, let me know. So because the problem here is you use 2 cooldowns to get in, and you still haven't done any damage. So now you're like, do I punch out? What do I do? So again, 3 cooldowns. You can't get out. You are now dead. Get her. Nice, 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 nice. You messed her up. You messed her up. Nice job. Nice. That was more of what I wanted you to do from the flank. The only problem about doing that from the front, though, is it feels awkward. Did you feel awkward? It felt the kind of like uppercut slam that Sigma there. If you want to do like a slam engage, remember how you slammed engaged from back here? You did it from behind. You did it from like a flank. Do that from a flank. You could walk to the Mega like you did earlier and slam the Sigma this way. That way when you uppercut him, you actually uppercut him into your team. So not only is it easier to do damage, it's safer, it's sneakier, and it works better in general. Now, chat. Why can he use all 3 cooldowns now? Why is it okay? Besides the fact that his team is actually pushing, so that's a plus. Everybody should know this. This is pretty obvious, but just make sure. Yeah, there's ult. You got ult. You can keep going. If you use your ultimate, you go up in the sky, you're invulnerable, and by the time you drop again, you've got all 3 of your cooldowns again. Exactly. Use your ult. Nice. 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 A little risky to not get out there, but you did have HP, and you're kind of like, they're already down a couple, so you're not going to get punished for it. Nice! Keep going, man! Go, go, go! Oh, punch up, punch up, punch up, punch, 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 ow, oh! Oh, get out, 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 get out! You just got a 1v6, don't you? Okay. I get it. It's bloodlust. You're like, yes, I am the world's greatest Doomfist. Just chill. Chill. You killed a bunch of people, chill out. Because if you die here, look where their respawn is. They don't mind dying, because they're already right next to their spawn anyway. You do, though, because your spawn's over in, like, you know, Nicaragua or Ecuador or Mongolia. Like, it is way off, at least from where I live. So, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't get greedy. I say no thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, mate. He is the most interesting man alive. That wasn't my best voice, I'll be honest. You do get back at times, so that's a plus. Punch out, punch out, punch out, punch out, punch out. Oh, you do get your ult, but do you see how, like, if you're punching out, you really need to punch out. You can't punch somebody else. Because when you land the punch, look where you are. Because you land the punch, nice job, you've landed your abilities, but look at where you are. You see this? This is a problem. This is sketch. Now you got your ult, so maybe you did this on purpose, but if you weren't planning on using your ultimate after you use all 3 cooldowns, you cannot do this. Again, careful about that. Careful. It's, by the way, it's a lot less of an issue for you to use all 3 cooldowns if your team is legitimately in the middle of the enemy team. So remember, it's so important for you to be aware of what your team is doing. So important. Because right now you could use all 3 cooldowns because your team is pushing and half the enemy team is dead. Doesn't matter. I'm not saying never use all 3 cooldowns. I'm just saying you have to understand the risk. There is a risk involved. Right now, half the enemy team is dead. So you can get away with this, but be careful. Now, right now, this is where you don't use all 3 cooldowns because the enemy team is dead, yes, but where is your team? They're behind you. They're not necessarily with you, so you have to be very careful. Now, you punch in here, but you don't have cooldowns to get out. So you're either going to have your team carry you here and really help you, or you're going to die. And that's just bronze aim. Does not make it acceptable. Okay. Dang it, Zon. Crud. The one time I want to be an alpha male, Mr. Zonflux, you know, I've got 3 nice daughters and I'm an alpha Chad, comes in here. Shame on you. I just wanted to be an alpha male one time, okay? You have to manually link it, and it should be automatically updated in the Discord like every hour or so. Son of a gun's on. Like, leave some for the rest of us. 4 daughters. Dang it! Alright. Alright. I'm gonna get some water. I can't. I need a break. Well, you might have 4 daughters, but come here. But I've got a cat, so come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, so bet you don't have a cat. Yeah. She poops in a box, so good luck matching that. All right. Alrighty. Again, the uppercut, I don't know if you're trying to uppercut the diva or if you're trying to uppercut for height, but remember, I don't want you uppercutting for height for your slam. The only time you uppercut into a slam is when you can't slam because they're high up in the air. Like maybe you would use your uppercut to get like up here and then you could slam somebody, but you don't uppercut just to get high in the open space, right? I hope your team can push. Boom. Yeah, you go in a little too deep and you're too slow to get out. You're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, and then you end up getting picked. Now, let's treat this. I'm a little surprised you died. That was actually pretty impressive from the enemy team. But like, let's treat this as the universe balancing things out, because you probably shouldn't have died here. That was like kind of unlucky, but you definitely should have died when you went in 3v1 earlier. Either way, you need to understand, you go in, Doomfist is cycles. I go in, 1, 2, shoot, shoot, I go out. I go in, I go out. Cooldowns to get in, a cooldown to get out. Sometimes you can even slam punch and uppercut out. Like, let's say the enemy team is down here, you slam them, you punch them, and you uppercut up here, and then you can hide up here. That's all, generally not the case, but that's something you can think about. But you can't be lingering here. And if you're going to get out, you don't need to charge your punch. You can tap and press your spacebar, and boing, it like launches you. You would punch all the way to your on if you canceled it immediately. You don't know where they poop. It poops in the bathtub. Okay, that's that. You went up to me in every regard, Zon. Thank you, Zon. Thank you, Zon. Get him. Get out, get out, get out! Okay. I said get him because I didn't really think you were going to actually do it. You actually did it. And then you proceed to not get out, and then you die. Remember what I said about slamming in? Slamming in is sketch if you're not on an angle. If you just slam into the enemy team, it's a lot riskier. It's a lot slower. It's a lot slower. Again, no escape. You notice that? All 3 cooldowns, you're going to die. That's a consistent theme. Now you might have punch back soon. Maybe. So your mechanics aren't terrible. Like, considering that you're running an absurdly high sensitivity, your mechanics aren't terrible, but you keep using 3 cooldowns and then dying. 3 cooldowns and then dying. 3 cooldowns and then dying. Remember, it's 2 to get in, 1 to get out. And the only time when that's not the opportunity is when the enemy team is down a bunch, you can hide behind a corner even after you use all 3 cooldowns, or obviously if you have ult. Like, that is just the rule. Like right now, huge. Maybe winnable? Oh! Oh, you almost got her again. Pretty chaotic right now. Obviously, you use all 3 cooldowns now. You got nothing to lose. Alright. So we lose. I want to watch a little more Doom. A little more Doom. And I don't want to watch the full rest of the VOD. But we can watch a little more. Where's your team? Where's your team? Don't do this, man. I don't care if you're bronze or not. Don't do this. And if you want to do something, if you want to be creative, if you want to get to the enemy team, why aren't you going in like up through here? Why don't you uppercut up here and walk back in and drop on them? Why don't you go across this way? Sneak up behind them this way, right? Remember, there's more than one way to get to the enemy team. It's not always straight through the choke. You can take a little flank and come get them from behind. Again, you're punching into them. I don't like this. You use all 3 cooldowns. Oh, you survive. Somehow. Oh, winnable. 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 A little chaotic. Nice. Okay. Okay. Unfortunate. Big error so far that is actually I did not talk about is going in straight at the enemy team. It's very obvious when you go straight to the enemy team. And like we said, it's very difficult for you to slam in from this angle, which means you always have to punch in, punch in, punch in. But if you come around this way and sneak behind, you can punch in, you can slam in. Maybe you can come from high ground and you can slam in, right? You can come from this flank. Things like that. Again, you see what I'm talking about? Slamming in from straight forward doesn't feel good. Now, I know you didn't have cooldowns available, but you should have just waited for punch. You're very easy to shoot if you slam in. Missing your punch. Huge. You're using way too many ultimates, but it is what it is. And you Valk. Everybody gets excited. You can use 3 cooldowns there. It's just the Orisa. Ooh, they're trying to touch. Get out! Why is that Genji blading? Because remember, it's like what we talked about earlier with your Doomfist. That even if that Genji gets a kill or 2 with a blade, it doesn't matter. The spawns are right there. They're just going to respawn right back or get res right back. And they have to. If that Genji dies, he's wasted his team fight winning ult, and he's got to respawn all the way across the map. You have to know and practice this stuff. Again, why are you here? Where's your team? Where are your cooldowns? Very risky. You punched in and you had no escape route. Again, no escape route. Even it doesn't matter if you're up 1. 1 is not good enough. Now you can do it. Now you have ult. Poor Genji. Okay. Nice. Oh, we ult. Oh. Gonna go back. Oh, you're gonna go in. But kill that Bongo if you can. Bongo is really scary. You use good punch, but you do use all 3 cooldowns again. Okay, your team was pushing at the same time. And messy devolve fight that you guys will end up winning, I assume. Nice. Ooh, unlucky. Wait, what? Oh, you win it? Okay, you do end up winning it. Wait, right? Chad, I'm losing I'm losing it. I'm losing it. He cancels mail. I'm getting dizzy. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. Holy cow, this is rough. All right. You have 2 major issues with your Doomfist. 1, you consistently go in with 3 cooldowns and die. Or get your team to hard pocket you barely survive, and then you don't learn it all from your lesson. 2, you always come main. Every single time. Punch main, slam main, punch main, slam main, punch main. You don't flank, you don't take angles, you don't do anything like that, and it really limits your ability to be creative and get picks, right? So, number 1 priority, fix your sensitivity. Number 2 priority, work on not abusing all 3 cooldowns, and then start to think about taking different angles and things like that. Do you have any questions, BXB? By far the biggest like return on investment, right? Like in other words, bang, going to be super helpful and not super hard to master.